my god, I love the show. I know.
Do you have a kernel in my teeth?
What? No, you're good.
Okay. Thank you.
Ow. Okay.
I don't have a kernel in my teeth, but I got a kernel in my heart. Roy Mustang Stan. Just kidding. Every time I make a popcorn kernel joke, I gotta make a Roy Mustang joke.
Why?
Because it's fun.
Okay.
Alright, you ready for episode 51? Whatever.
52?
52, shit.
We already watched it. Do you
Combined
remember?
strength? Yeah.
Remember Envy came back?
Oh my god, remember when Envy came back? I hope nothing bad happens.
Boobs. When we just like at home and sad.
Yeah, she's just like, okay, I'm just
Like not knowing if like her family essentially
yeah.
is alive.
She's like, hey, I guess I'll just be here. Bradley.
And everybody's covered in blood.
This is fun.
Where are the Curtises?
Great question.
I think they're okay. Who was that person crying? Like I thought it was Winry, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I missed it. That's Hawkeye.
Oh, it's Hawkeye.
Yeah, because that's Black Hayate.
Oh.
I'm sure nothing
No,
bad
it's
is gonna
not
happen.
Hawkeye because her hair's down.
Oh, true.
Mom! We did it!
Sorry, son, I've been too busy singing the light about it.
See, like that, I'm kind of curious about that shot.
That's fine. Probably. All right, welcome back to another episode of First Reaction Fan Reaction. I am your host, King Chloe. With me is my co-host,
Dara Whitman.
How's it going, Dara?
Not good. Can we talk about this?
We got so much going on here. All right,
There's like 12 things that happened.
There's so many things that happened. Today we're talking about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 52, Combined Strength, and episode 53, Flame of Vengeance. But before we can get into a synopsis, we're going to quick plug the social media. Remember, we are Witty Clothes Productions. You can follow us on a variety of social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, at Witty Clothes, any of those. You can also, if you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. We would really appreciate that. Remember, we do read the comments on the show, even if they're not as good comments. You can leave mid comments. We'll still read them.
Don't leave trolling comments. We won't read those.
Yeah, don't be a jerk. But, like, if it's mid, we'll still read
If
it.
you leave a comment saying we need Jesus or Zeno, maybe we'll read it.
Yeah, if it's funny enough. That's not a challenge. Anyway, so, and we are also on Patreon where you can give us some money. We have some special perks on there. We'll talk about that more at the end. Anyway, so let's talk about Combined Strength there, because we need to talk about these episodes. We are in the thick of it. We are in the thick of the promised day. Things are happening.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly. I need Jesus right now. So as we last left off, we had a fight, a brewing between Alphonse Elric and Pride and Kimberly, because Alphonse just came into possession of a Philosopher's Stone.
And understands the value of using it.
Yes.
So we're using it.
No holds barred. Al is here to fight.
Woohoo! With our powers combined.
You fucking get him, Al.
Philosopher's Stone.
But where did he find one?
Can't play. It's your fault.
Dust in our eyes again.
That hurts though.
Fight scene, fight scene, fight scene.
This is fine, right?
Let's go.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, it's so cool.
I know it's gonna run out eventually, but like. Oh, nice.
Ah, it's so cool. Oh, that's cool as hell. I haven't seen this fight in a hot minute.
Where's Heinkel?
Probably dying.
I would love if we would just like put him in the cage thing and then like close it up a bit so that he wouldn't get hurt.
Fall for them again! A flash bomb! Decoy!
Fuck you, Pride!
A stone! A tricky thing!
Get wrecked.
We did it! Yay!
How do you like your
I know I can fight!
How do you like your jail, you stupid little baby? Alright, so it's mostly, we have a lot of a fight scene here. It's really great because we have to remember here that Ed, great fighter, but Ed always says that he never wants in a fight against Al. Al is a fantastic fighter, not just physically, overpowering, but he is also he's very good at cheap shots.
Yeah, I think we've said that Al is definitely the better fighter and understands fighting better, and it's just like he knows more about alchemy.
He's the better alchemist.
Yes,
100%. So Al is like
also he's the big brother, so like that's
exactly. So, but Al is absolutely holding his own on this fight now that he has a Philosopher's Stone against Homunculus and Kimberly, whatever the heck Kimberly is, madman. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least, like, we know, like, by the end of this episode, he's, like, fine and he repents and all that good stuff.
Exactly. So I like there's just a bunch of stuff going on. Al's he's setting up traps. He's doing the old switcheroony on a lot of stuff. And he's able to do pretty well against these guys.
Yes, the
Where's
power
Kimberly?
of the Philosopher's Stone is truly something to behold.
Fuck you, Kimberly!
Having used one myself, I suppose I know that better than anyone. What I'd
Don't
like
talk
to
to him.
know is why you don't use that power to get your original body back.
Because fuck you is why.
You and your brother could
Listen, my
use
body's
this stone
useless
to
at this
restore your
point.
bodies,
Stop
and
talking
then your
to
journey
him.
would end, wouldn't it?
Leave him alone.
If I did that, I couldn't save everyone. I have to choose between returning to our original bodies and saving everyone. But why can't we have our real bodies back and save everyone? It isn't fair.
Also, do you think, like, his neck hurts because of, like, he's on a tie?
But it's the law of equivalent exchange.
Well, I say searching for possibilities that aren't bound by rules or laws. That's how humanity advances.
Woo!
I see. Effectively rewrite the laws
I'm
of
begging you
nature
to stop
as we
talking to him.
understand them. Is that how it's supposed to go?
Chop his hands off!
Because there is another possibility, you know. You don't get your bodies back, and you don't save everyone.
That is a
Could
possibility.
certainly.
So they have like a back and forth about, morals and what they do to achieve the things that they do. So Al says like, well, why can't we have, because Kimberly's like, you can either have your body or you can save everybody. You can't have both. And Al's like,
Why can't I do both?
Good. And that's kind of where we leave that for a second. So things to consider.
I'm not finished yet!
Ah, nice!
That's cool. That's a cool trick.
Remember, keep cutting. Don't stop, don't stop.
Good. He has weak spots.
Guys, keep going.
Oh, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Dying. But then, fighting all out is the biggest pain of all.
That's true.
Say what?
Anyway, so we are going to go back to the heart of Central Command, where we had, just like the episode title suggests, combined strength. We have the combined strength of the Armstrong siblings. So
Yeah.
Olivia Mira and Alex Louis Armstrong are here to fight, and they are fighting against Sloth. So they have, again, with their powers combined, like we were saying last episode, they should be able to hold their own, at least for a little bit. But Sloth is terrifying. And everything we've seen of Sloth so far is pretty scary because he's just large and hulking.
But we know this thing about large and like hulking people, they're usually like slower. So as long as you're quicker, you're okay.
Yeah, so the idea is that Sloth is a tank, which means tanks like can pack a punch and have pretty strong defensive stats, but they're moving at a snail's pace. Here's the thing.
What?
Sloth is the fastest homunculus of them all.
What the hell is that huge thing?
Have you met Sloth?
Oh shit.
Oh, is he finally thinking for himself?
I'm not sure, but he's fast.
Oh no.
You thought he was slow.
I did.
He's fast. What incredible speed.
Sloth the indolent indeed.
Olivier.
It's just a scratch. Just then.
Tis but a
See
scratch.
what he did?
A scratch.
Blur. For him to have that kind of speed at his size, it's just...
I know. It keeps getting better.
It's so
That's a good perk.
It's
That's
so
a good perk.
It's such like a fascinating facet to Sloth, because I mean Sloth is not I think, a particularly deep character. Sloth is, like...
Listen, if we introduce Sloth to, like, streaming services...
Yeah.
And, like, pizza...
Yeah.
And...
He'd be having a great day.
Right. And, like a comfy couch. And those, like, pizza bites from Little Caesars.
Yeah.
That I can't eat because there's meat in it.
Yeah.
They should make a plain one.
So they make a what?
Like the Little Caesars, like pizza bite things. They should make a plain one because they're filled with pepperoni, and I'm like,
yeah. Some of them, I've seen some with just cheese, not the Little Caesars.
I think they're easy to make.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Make my own food?
Probably because then we destroy capitalism with the.
True.
Although we still have to go to the grocery store, and that's
probably. I mean, there's a difference though between like the end stage all-consuming capitalism and just like participating in society.
Yeah,
there's a difference. There, we can have a healthy participation.
Shop
in society,
locally.
Probably. Shop local. Fuck Elon Musk. Anyway, I should delete that.
Why?
He runs the government now, so. Anyway, please keep our channel afloat. I should probably stop inciting revolution. Anyway.
Speaking of revolutions.
Speaking of revolutions, coup d'etat at Central Command.
Yes, I am the fastest homunculus of them all.
Which is terrifying because Rat is fast as hell.
That's true. Oh
Are you alright?
What do you care about?
Luckily, he's too fast to control his movements. No!
Finally, I hit you.
no! Rude.
Yeah, so no, we have this fight. So Sloth is fascinating because I don't think Sloth is a particularly deep character. Sloth is just very much Sloth. Like, it's kind of lazy, doesn't feel like doing things, it does what he's told, doesn't really have the energy or capacity to think outside much of what he can do. So we feel like we understand Sloth to a degree. But Sloth, and because so many of the homunculi are... They're not OP. They're not overpowered, but they are well-powered.
Yeah.
Because they all have their limitations, but they're strong as hell. So while Sloth big, he's also fast, which is a very good twist and a very good added layer to Sloth's character. So that's scary.
Yeah.
Terrifying. But at least the upside of that is while Sloth is very fast, his aim is not so good. He's not very precise.
Right.
But now we have the Armstrong siblings fighting all out, a Sloth who is fighting all out against the Armstrong siblings. So, scary.
Hooray!
So, yes. Anyway, so that we kind of go back and forth from that fight. So that fight kind of, yo-yos between like the Armstrong siblings are getting ahead and Sloth is getting ahead. So they're very seemingly evenly matched. As much as you can be evenly matched with a hulking homunculus.
I thought we knew we had a stone.
I don't think Alice was.
Damn it!
Ed knew.
Ed knew, Al didn't. And we really haven't seen Al, so we can't tell. How did you get out so far? Oh.
I love that sound. There's nothing more beautiful than the sound of two strong souls colliding against each other in battle.
Mm-hmm.
Fun?
That's a good trick.
That trick again? How artless.
Pride.
It won't work.
Do you not know at this point?
Can you smell him if he doesn't have a body? Aw. Oh, I think I forgot to mention that, like, at the end of this whole conversation, I think Kimberly finally reveals that he also is in possession of Philosopher's Stone. He's just like, aha! And he's like, ah, shit. Oh, no. Which I guess Ed knew.
Ed knew, but he really, like if we think about it, like, between the break stuff and now, Al and Ed have not had, like,
they have not spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, so, it's not like the last time Ed went away and, like, they had, like, time to, like, sit and talk. They really haven't had that time, so it's, like, it makes sense to, like...
Yeah, it hasn't been filled in on a bunch of new stuff. So, yeah, Ed has not had the chance to inform Alphonse that
also,
Kimberly has Philosopher's Stone.
I do think that, like, at a point, there's, like, so much stuff to worry about that you probably forget about certain stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
So, like...
Right. On the list of priorities... First foremost was like Salim Bradley's homunculus, and then like, oh yeah, Kim Lay's around here and he has a Philosopher's Stone. Why not? So Anyway, so the fight kind of continues. Pride ends up getting broken free of his like second jail, and they are fighting. So there's this moment. I love this. Al pulls like a second switcheroo. Al is constantly being like, "Oh, look over here."
Because Pride keeps saying like, "You keep doing the same tricks. I know what you're doing," and I'm like, Al's smart enough to know like to like do like a diversion to the trick.
Yeah, exactly. So
like I did this trick. I don't want up that, and then do it.
Even with the stone, there's no way you'll win this all by yourself.
I'm not alone.
Hey.
Where did the stone
Al is the master of deceit. He's always being like, just kidding.
Can we use the stone to heal people?
In theory.
The purpose of this dusk
You still have to have like a knowledge of medical alchemy.
Oh dang.
It must be.
Attack from behind!
Yeah! That's what I was thinking.
Fuck.
Oh, that's...
Get him.
It's like Siegfried and Roy.
How could he move with those injuries?
That's really funny. That's terrible. That's funny.
Marco!
Oh.
Yeah, and he knows what he's doing.
Oh, that's so
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yay.
There's a constant back and forth between Al and Pride where Al, especially to a lot of the homunculi, are like, you do not give humans enough credit. We got Spunk, we got Moxie, and Pride's like, you got tenacity, but also you're stupid and I hate you. I don't think Pride even hates anybody. Pride is so above it all that Pride is just like minor inconvenience, really.
These fucking idiots.
These morons. So once they think they have Al secured, Al pulls the old switcheroony that he does not have the Philosopher's Stone.
Right, and I was... Oh, never mind. Because I remember I said before, like, can't they heal with the Philosopher's Stone? You said you need medical stuff. And then I'm like, oh, wait. And then keep going.
Yeah. And so Al has set up a wonderful thing because, of course, now that Pride also has gluttony within him, he can smell things. But Al has situated it so Pride's sense of smell is obscured both by the dust and the direction of that the wind is blowing, so he cannot smell things that are upwind. And who is upwind coming to attack but Heinkel?
Yeah, and he's healed.
He's doing better. Yes. Heinkel is definitely looking a lot better than he did when he was.
But how did he do that? Because Al doesn't know much about medical alchemy.
He might have done just enough to fix it.
Or did he?
Let's not worry about it. Oh yeah, because you know who else knows about medical alchemy? Dr. Marco.
Yeah.
Dr. Marco's here as well!
Yay! And Kimblee's fine, right?
Kimblee is... No!
Yay!
So when Heinkel attacks, he literally goes for the jugular. Like, literally, like, crushes Kimblee's windpipe. Like, comes out, attacks him, crushes the man's windpipe.
Pulls a Roy for Siegfried.
Oh, it's there with the white suit, too.
Yeah.
Did they also wear white suits?
I think so.
Oh,
they're kind of dicks. I don't really care.
awful.
Oh, they're dead, but like...
That's true.
But they were, but like I've heard like stuff about them. They're kind of dickheads.
Yeah.
But but also like it's not good to be bit.
Anyway, so they discover that Heinkel is better, and also Dr. Marco is here.
Yay!
And he has the Philosopher's Stone, so you know we trust him.
Yay!
And we are able to go from there. Excellent. That's a good move there. Okay, then we switch back from here.
Ooh. They said it was an ice cream truck, right?
That's right. So keep your eyes sharp.
And that's a meat truck.
This alchemy stuff, it really is handy, isn't it?
It wasn't very difficult for me to change up the truck's appearance.
All right.
We get it. You're special. Shut the fuck up.
East, west.
Yo, we got some pork in the back. Do you guys want some?
What do we do now?
We got some pork chop sandwiches.
No, we'll leave that to the others. The Briggs soldiers can handle that route. We're gonna take a more subtle one.
Sir?
We're splitting up here. You two take them. Head for you know where.
Yes, sir.
You know. Where?
So we're gonna go to follow... Where we follow? Colonel Mustang's group. If we recall last time, they know that they're on the lookout for a ice cream truck. So... Roy is just
But they don't see one. It's just a meat truck that goes by.
It's just a meat truck that goes by. And Roy's like, oh, really just with some simple alchemy I could change. I'm like, all right, shut the fuck up, Roy. It's fine. And so they are able to sneak back into the city by just a simple alchemical disguise. Let's see. And they are they're trying to get in the command center, but it's been blocked off, so they're going to find an alternate route into Central Command. And they end up splitting from Maria Ross, who is going to take Mrs. Bradley elsewhere. And we'll see that.
I wonder where that is.
I wonder where that is. We'll find out.
Is it fighting moves or political moves?
That's the question.
Oh, remember? Oh, the episode almost over?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, no!
A good thing I'm so beefy.
That's true.
Good for you, Darius.
I guess that shows you what a philosopher's stone
Can they just, like, break the wall, get out, and then seal it up again real quick?
Probably. It would have to be timed very well.
The legs! Go for the legs!
Oh, that's good.
Sweep the leg!
Ed! Honey.
Oh, is this gonna be...
That's the thing, he feels bad.
Yeah.
But I'm like, sweetie, you can't.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
boy.
honey.
OG weapon. That's excellent.
Like, that's the thing of, like, being good to a fault. Like, there's a point when, like, you know that, like, these are souls, but at some point you gotta protect, like...
Yeah. This is a hell of a fight. They just gotta...
They figure out that you should probably go for the legs.
Yeah. I like that there's a throwback to Ed, because he transmutes that, the spear from the ground, which he has done a lot early. I feel like it's been a while since he's, like, pulled that as a weapon.
But and also, like, I think...
definitely a callback to earlier in the show.
Ed is fully kind of, like, understand... Because, like, the thing is, like, he's very afraid of, like, killing these people because, like, he knows, like...
Because there's human souls inside of these things.
Right. And I guess, like, a thing of, like, if you, like, kill them, like, they don't, like, get free. Is that how that works? Or is it, like, once you kill it, then they're free? Like, once a philosopher's stone is destroyed, are the souls free?
I don't know. I think that starts going into, like, the concept of afterlife, which is not fully established in the show.
Okay.
It's left ambiguous, but I think there's an idea that, like, you know, it's no longer in use.
But that's like his core thing, and I think he's kind of, like, a little bit understanding that, like, that's true, but also, like, you can't really... Like, it's kind of like it's like a zombie apocalypse thing where, like, if you see somebody that, like, looks familiar to you, like, at a point you gotta realize, like, that's not them anymore. You have to kill it. Like, that's not, like, the soul anymore. And I think he's kind of understanding that and, like, going for the legs.
Yeah. Sweep the leg.
Because you can, like, take them apart and, like, I think technically it's real in the next episode, like, they don't really heal. But, like, they're immortal. But, like, it takes, like, a lot to kill them.
Yeah.
I hope we get some help with that.
I hope we get some help with that. Not yet, because we're bouncing all around. I'm literally like, it says, like, and then we have a line here and then a line here. I'm like, oh my god. So good luck to us editing this. Anyway,
quick prayer for us.
Quick prayer. Say a little prayer for you.
Who sings that song?
Wait, I forget.
You'll look it up. Oh no, I meant when he had it.
I just know the one from Glee.
Oh, Aretha, yeah.
Aretha Franklin. Good for her.
I thought you didn't watch Glee.
I didn't, but, like, on TikTok, some of the songs have been getting popular again. Against my will. Anyway, so we're going to go back to Alphonse, I think, because there's a brief flash of Alex and Olivia. We'll get back to that. And then we're going to go back to Alphonse.
I thought we didn't care.
Stopped?
What?
He's reluctant to endanger Kimberly.
Why?
But that's not like him at all.
It's not.
What is Kimberly?
Maybe they're
I
friends.
see now. You should know. Our father is just over there.
Cool.
Okay, I think we knew that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell my dad on you.
Before we get to that, we're going to have to do something about your current situation, aren't we?
So, Pride goes to attack Heinkel, but Heinkel has Kimberly right there, who is not doing so hot because he has been.
But he can't talk.
In the jugular.
He can't talk anymore, so that's nice.
I'm really glad he can shut the fuck up. And so he kind of holds him in front of him, and then Pride goes to attack and stops, and then everyone gets confused because Pride is not the type to be swayed by like, somebody, like a hostage situation or like a human shield situation. Usually Pride just seems the type to just like go for it and not care. But Pride does stop. And he kind of says something, being an asshole or whatever. And then he realizes that like, no, there's a better method here. And then he realizes that Dr. Marco is here and then goes to kill Dr. Marco. But before he can do that, a car comes out of nowhere and hits this child.
Hello? Yay! Kill the child! Not over a child. Not our child, but the other child. Is that what I think it is?
That would be very funny.
I got you. I really got you.
Yay! So proud of you, Yoki.
Take him. You're the last one I expected.
I'm not gonna let you guys play hero all by yourselves.
Oh, good job! I'm so proud of you.
How about that? I landed the shots and it was on the strongest homunculus of them all.
Great, can we go now?
The guys who drove it here are taking a little time out.
Okay, well done, Dr. Marco.
Oh, stop talking! Stop talking! Get in the car!
Move it, let's go.
Fuck you, Kimberly.
Another flash bomb would be great.
It would be. Hey!
Oh, it's a convertible now. Some people pay extra for that.
I don't like it.
Shut up. Quit whining and crying. I have no desire to attempt fighting
We still have a
that
stone.
monster head on.
Probably,
Get us
maybe.
to Central on the double.
Curse my barrier.
Oh, that was fantastic. Well done. Sends the chicken flying.
Winnie
Rips
Close does
Celine.
not condone the running over of children. However, this child is an old homunculus who has killed a bunch of people.
Don't hit children with your car. Unless their names are Celine Bradley, also known as Pride, then hit him with the car. That was a little PSA that I wrote for you. Otherwise, please don't hit children with a car. Surprisingly, not the first child who's been hit by a car on this show.
That's true.
Not Fullmetal Alchemist, just on Winnie Close.
She was fine though.
Oh my god, I was so distraught. We're like watching a show and a child got like hit by a car. I'm like, what are we doing? Why are children getting hit with
And
cars?
that was like the end of the episode.
I know. And then meanwhile, I'm here now, like, yeah, get them. Fuck you, Salim.
Well, because Kira was an innocent child.
Salim is not.
Salim is not an innocent child.
At least in this version.
I don't know what happened to Kira and Orphan Black Echoes because I didn't watch that show.
Oh yeah, I think it got canceled, right?
Yeah, because it really wasn't that good.
Well, that's a shame. Anyway.
Also, Kristen Ritter was in it. I feel bad for her because
yeah.
Kristen Ritter.
Right.
Bring back Jessica Jones.
Fullmetal Alchemist. So a car arrives, hits this child, and guess who's driving the car? We all know who's driving the car because it's very funny. Yoki's here.
Yeah, Yoki did something good.
Yoki is so funny because Yoki keeps being useful in the most random moments. Yoki's like, I guess I'll be useful here.
Yeah, like when they were in the tunnel, I was like, I know
how to navigate this, and they're like, oh,
thank you.
We just thought you were dead weight. Honestly,
he's kind of dead weight.
He's absolutely dead weight. But he did get the car. So they kind of go to get in the car and everyone's surprised. They're like, Yoki, we didn't think you had it in you. He's like, well, I couldn't let you guys, just be all the friends. And Yoki's crying. Like, Yoki's actively crying.
He's been through a lot with these people. Like, I love how he just, randomly teamed up with Scar just to hide. Yeah. And then he just ends up in this whole mess.
Yeah, literally. It's so funny. Like, Yoki just happens to be useful sometimes. And he's like, he's the least heroic hero ever because he's like actively crying. He's like, I can't let you guys have all the fun. And it's very funny. So they are able to get into the car eventually, and then ride off. And so I think at one point Heinkel is holding Kimberly just kind of throws him at Pride, and then I think he's also dragging Al along. So everyone gets together. And they get into the car, drive off. Pride almost gets them, but then doesn't. But at least they have a new convertible to show for it.
I hate convertibles.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were driving down to the beach, and we had a convertible. And usually, when I'm driving, I don't think I'm putting on sunscreen, but the sun was bright, and I got a huge burn on my back.
Yeah, they'll do it to you. Yes. And so then Pride and Kimberly are left alone.
Aww.
They may well be tenacious creatures, but humans are easy to dupe.
Pride. He dead?
Oh, that's good. So you're still alive then.
I mean,
For now.
I think that color suits you very well, don't you?
I do.
Well, he's the
Lions
Crimson
are called the
Alchemist.
king of beasts for a reason. He followed the law that says the fittest survive.
So I can't talk.
One can be sure, in this world, humans are of little consequence.
Right. You gonna get eaten?
What was it you were always saying? That you wanted to see which way the world would choose?
Oh, so one of my things is right. Bye, Kimberly.
Bye, Kimberly.
But don't worry too much.
Have fun with gluttony.
Because you will continue to live inside me.
Gross.
It's not weird, buddy.
Hey. I guess, no, he's got a couple. No, he's got a stone. Bye. That was quick.
Pride is pride, right?
Yeah.
But pride is also gluttony. And pride recognizes that Kimberly, he is no longer of use because his windpipe is crushed. He's not going to make it probably much longer. He's spurting blood and all that good stuff. And while, somebody could probably fix him up, probably. Kimberly has escaped death many more times.
Does he still have a stone?
Probably still has a stone on him somewhere. But pride is like, a tasty little snack. Don't mind if I do.
Just one last kiss.
And consumes him. So,
He dead?
So, Kimberly is dead. I think, is that our first named character fatality since we started the Promise Day?
Yeah.
Alright, so we can cross.
Like, Heigl was close, but...
Heigl almost died, but not quite, and I love that.
Get my sheet up, cross him off. I think he was in the maybe/dead category, so I was right.
Yes, let me pull this up. Yeah, he's in the maybe dead category.
Maybe/dead. So
now he's in the definitely /
He's
dead.
definitely. We'll put him up. We're gonna put him up there with lust and gluttony as in not seeing heaven.
Yeah, definitely. We'll just have like a little remembrance every time someone dies. In the arms of the demons, far away.
Is that what the song's actually about, or we just like connected it to the sad puppies?
I think we just connected.
We should have put Concrete Angel there for the sad song because that song's actually truly depressing.
Oh,
you ever heard about it?
I'm sure. I think I've heard of it. I don't know if like I've
listened. It's a song about like a little boy noticing a little girl who's like being horribly abused by her parents.
Jesus.
And then I think that's the first verse, and the second verse is her dying of the abuse, and then the second verse is like her funeral.
Yeah.
And then I forget, it's like really sad. It's just like one of those songs makes me sad, and then I think it's like, I think the music video at the end is just like the little boy seeing ghosts because like he feels bad that he didn't do anything even when he was a child.
Hey, Derek, quick question. What the fuck?
Why did I hear that song?
Why? Just like, why? One, why is it a thing? Two.
Talent show at summer camp.
Oh, honey.
That's how I first heard.
That's almost as bad as fucking Christmas Shoes. I hate that song with a burning passion. You know that one?
Yeah, I do.
And they always played it. They played like every 3 songs, I feel like, back in 2003.
You know what's funny? Because people said that. I think I've only heard that song twice in my life.
I think maybe it was just on the CD my mom listened to a lot. Maybe.
Have you ever?
Maybe my mom needs
Have you ever? There's like, I forget. I'll send it to you when I find it. There is somebody animated Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
His comedic. He did a stand-up thing explaining the song. Oh. And somebody animated it. It's one of the funniest things ever.
Oh, please send it to me.
I will.
Anyway, so anyway, Rip Kimberly, we hardly knew ye. Actually, probably knew you for way longer than we wanted to. Here lies Kimberly, killed so many people, definitely genocided many, and then was eaten by a child. So
going nowhere near heaven.
You will not see the light of heaven at any point in the vast eternity that follows. So let's go back to Central Command, and we're going to talk more about Olivier and Alex, who have been fighting Sloth.
They're fine, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah. We have a lot of back and forth here.
Nice!
I love you, Alex. I love you so much.
hurt you.
A few fractures, that's all.
A few fractures.
Lost the tooth. Oh.
Oh no.
They're working together. They're siblings.
They are.
I love them.
What happened?
I'm sure it's fine.
It's not though.
Probably not. No.
Hey, isn't there another monster nearby?
Oh.
Olivier!
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm gonna kill you quickly, and then sleep.
So at some point, Olivia gets knocked out. Not
she's
quite.
alive.
Yeah, she gets knocked out, but she's alive. There's another point where she almost gets the full throttled by Sloth, but Alex steps in, being a wonderful strong arm that he is, with his wonderful sparkles.
Also, Olivia, you haven't even said thank you to your brother. He thanked you multiple times.
I know. She does. She actually does ask if he's okay on a few occasions.
Oh,
He goes,
good, okay.
she's like, Alex. She's like, are you okay? And he's like, he's like, just dislocated my shoulder. And she's like, I got some fractures too. It is what it is. So they're fine. So they are solely, I think,
just a flesh wound.
Working together. They're both insane in different ways, but they work very well.
But we love them.
Yeah.
Hello? Well, she's not looking good.
What happened?
Oh, that's good.
Alex!
Ooh, nice!
Get him out.
I knew he was going to come charging in, so all I had to do was wait for him.
It's all about timing.
So we stuck.
For now.
Really?
By the way, there are orders to shoot me for being a traitor.
What? We can't have that. I'll be the one to inherit the Armstrong household. You can't die until all of the paperwork is in place.
There's nothing to worry about there. If I die, the entire estate will be passed along to Colonel Mustang.
You decided that without consulting the family? So that's how you treat someone who just saved your life?
We can shoot.
Hey, what is this?
Hello?
We're under attack?
It can't be.
Yeah.
Mustang soldiers?
Is it?
And then at another point where Olivia's almost fucking throttled by this thing, it's when she's passed out and Alex got to figure out what to do. He uses Sloth's timing, even though he's very fast, there's still a rhythm to it, so he's able to use the timing. Then to erect a giant spike literally right through him, it was through his mouth.
It goes through his arm too.
Brutal. Yeah, it goes through his arm, goes through his mouth, and they're at least able to momentarily incapacitate Sloth, which is no small feat.
Yes.
And then of course after this, then soldiers come in and try to figure out what the hell is going on, because of course they have orders to kill Major General Armstrong because she did kill...
No, she's not a major. Or Major General?
Major General.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Alex just a major.
Major General, or... Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
Very, very different placements.
No, I know, but...
So, of course, then they come in and they're like, we gotta kill you because you killed some people. But while they're waiting for that, there is a very funny, family bickering, where Alex is like, you can't die because we haven't finished the paperwork, where if you die, who's gonna get the family mansion? Who's gonna get, the family business, the family, the
everything.
The inheritance and everything like that. And she's like, well, I wasn't going to give it to you anyway. I was going to give it to Mustang. And he's like, are you kidding me? And so they go back and forth. They're very funny because they're bickering like siblings while they've nearly escaped death. And then, of course, there are guns pointed at their face because they need to, they have orders to kill Armstrong. So there's a back and forth between them, and they're the military people. They're low enough to not know what the hell is going on. They see Sloth. They're like, whomst is that? And then at some point, the mannequin soldiers break in.
Oh, no, worse. I thought it was going to be brings people. This is worse.
This is so much worse.
Guys, run! So this really wasn't what they... if this actually worked out how they wanted it to, they would have been fighting, who they told them to fight instead of just everybody.
Yep.
Nice going, idiots.
You morons.
What are those things? Even when they're shot, they don't die.
Yes.
Goodbye. I'm worried about the option.
Idiots! How dare you compare my brave men with such disgusting specimens as those?
They're not
I'm
disgusting.
guessing they're the same. It doesn't matter to them whether you know or not.
She's bleeding out of her eye. Bye. They should go.
All right, soldier. What's it gonna be? My brother and I can take care of these monsters.
Can you?
Maybe so, but
I trust them. Ooh.
Well, that's not good.
I think it's time to leave.
It is time to leave.
Well, what's it gonna be? Do you plan on shooting us and then fall prey to the monsters after? Or are you going to work with us and bring them down together?
God, she's such a badass.
Make up your own damn
Do
minds
it.
now!
Do it. I'm saying, you know what I mean?
They're here now.
They are.
The zombies are here. Watch out. So there's a back and forth where Olivia's like, kill me if you want, but we can handle, she's pointing to her now, she's like, we can handle this. You can't. So unless you want to die, maybe don't kill me. And the person hesitates, and she is such a badass. She literally puts the gun like in her head, like on her forehead, and she's like, are you gonna do it or not, pussy? She doesn't say that, but she's pretty much saying that. And they have to, you know, like, hey, if you want us to handle this, like, you gotta step up, man. Follow orders or don't, but we can handle this. You can't, so shove off.
I'm laughing, it's so funny, but also, like, I just watched these 2 episodes. I'm, like, not okay physically, mentally, emotionally.
Absolutely not. And we got more after this, and you'll definitely not be okay.
I think I'm okay sexually, but besides that, I'm fine.
Oh, good. I didn't need to know that, but thank you very much. I'm glad we're all on
You
the same
always
page.
need to know about my sex life.
Oh, hi, Dara. How's your sex life?
I still haven't seen The Room, by the way.
I've only seen it in clips.
The closest thing I've had to The Room is that I read The Disaster Artist.
That's fair.
It's actually a really good book. I'm not gonna...
I feel like some things like are better not having experience. Like it's better like the
I don't. You know what the thing is?
the folklore of it all is better.
You know the thing is, after reading The Disaster Artist, I don't think I could actually watch The Room.
Yeah.
Because I know all the behind the scenes stuff now, and it's actually kind of like upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
So. And, like, actually, like, because, like, the way, like, wasn't just, like, he seems like kind of not a great person.
Yeah.
But I did like hearing about, like, how and, like, actually, like, seeing the core of the story is very upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, actually hearing about how, I think the one thing I was positive is that the actress who plays the girlfriend is apparently, like, incredibly nice and was just kind of doing this just, like, for fun and to help her family out. To see. But that was not treated well. That's
a shame. Anyway.
And the movie's definitely not filled with people who are horrible, right?
Absolutely not. Fullmetal Alchemist.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
So that's kind of where we end up on kind of there, and Sloth
starts like healing up.
Yes, Sloth starts to come back, so they're like, time's running out, my dude. Let's go.
Tubes.
And before we get to go anywhere with that, we're gonna have a brief scene in the underground where May is fighting Envy, but there's also mannequin soldiers kind of running amok.
I gotta go back to my outfits. I thought that worked for a second.
You're wasting your time. All of these mannequin soldiers have been infused with Philosopher's Stones. You aren't going to be able to kill them that easily.
You don't get it, do you? I doubt I'd last very long against a whole army of mannequins. But I know that I can dodge just one of you all day.
Suck it!
Oh, she's playing a very
all of these
TV.
mannequins have been infused with Philosopher's Stones, so they won't die. That's where their immortality comes from.
Playing a very precarious game.
But I'll still find a way. I must to save my clan.
Oh. And Envy is kind of absorbing as they go because, like, obviously Philosopher's Stone's delicious. And May is kind of leaning into this because May knows that she can fight Envy. May has, fought Envy before. She knows she can handle them. And the Immortal Soldiers are the ones really giving her trouble. So she's, like, teetering on this very precarious line of, like, making one enemy stronger so there's less enemies total. We'll see how that pays off in the long run. Anyway, we're going to leave that there and come back to her maybe next episode. And then we kind of end this episode in the room with the mannequin soldiers and Ed and everybody, and they're still fighting, but like they're starting to get tired because like these things do not quit.
Yeah.
And of course,
I would say, did somebody say boom?
Somebody says boom.
Woo! There's a lot going on right now.
There's so much going on right now.
Guys, I think you just need
They're really still coming!
I'm so tired.
Why won't they die?
They can't die. They're immortal. They're upsetting.
Quills! My spit's starting to dry up too.
I think we just need to, like, break the wall and get out.
Look out!
Whoa! Hello?
Things do always seem to get messy whenever you're around. Maybe I could lend you a hand.
Hey! Team getting together.
Yeah, somebody shows up, ready to help, being the pompous ass that they are, and that is my boy Roy Mustang.
Remember this room?
Oh yeah, that's next episode. Remember this? Oh, and yeah, the same room where Mustang killed a woman.
Well,
she wasn't fully.
She was a homunculus, and she was trying to attack his lady.
That's true. That's true. We can't have that.
No.
Anyway, so
and he was also like very weak. He had to like sear the wound shut.
I had to sear the wound shut. I almost passed out from the pain. He's so dramatic. I love him.
Well, luckily in the next episode it doesn't get dramatic in anyway.
So that's that episode, Dara. What do you think?
So much is happening.
So much is happening. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. Well, you want some trivia?
Yeah, because I feel like like this episode, like it felt like mainly like fight. It was good fighting.
Lots of fighting.
But it was mainly like fighting and a lot of people like changing positions now. So like Al's like not where he was. He's in a different place now.
Al's kind of on his way right outside.
We know like
Kanama.
The Mustang's team is kind of separate. They're split off and like two people. So it's like we're also kind of combining together, which I love. Yeah, we have people kind of moving different locations, some joining back up, some splitting. But also like I kind of just want to get to the next episode because a lot happened. A lot happened. Yes. So I will give a special shout out to this episode for the Armstrong siblings because I love them. Yes, they were good. They were great. Anyway, let's do some trivia. This episode is adapted from contents in chapter 92 and 93 of the manga. The transmutation circles that appear in the background of this episode's title card are the ones tattooed on Kimberly's palms. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in hell, Kimberly. Anyway, this episode has a slight... You might be going down there with Shao Tucker is getting her balls cut. We'll just move them to the list. Anyway, this episode has a slight continuity error regarding Kimberly's suit. In the manga, his suit gets torn up and stays that way until the end. However, in the anime, no such damage occurs. Yet during the scene in which Heinkel ensnares Kimberly by the throat, his sleeve is torn the same way it is in the manga. By next scene, however, his sleeves are perfect again. Okay, we don't need to be that minute. We just make it. Remember, there was yes, that happened, but also Heinkel bit his jugular. Yeah, which is more important. I'm happy. Kimberly remarks that he doesn't understand why Alphonse didn't just take the Philosopher's Stone and run, saying it would be an easy thing to do. This is ironic considering Kimberly himself spent roughly 7 years in prison with the same stone. That same exact stone was in his possession. Not only could he have used it to escape with ease, but he could have avoided capture altogether. So, but also consider the following. Kimberly is chaotic. Yeah. So that is kind of interesting to think about, though. It's literally, they're talking about the same exact stone. So... All right. Next episode. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about episode 53, Flame of Vengeance. Stay tuned. Whee! Fucking love this show, man. And credit scene.
When someone
there you go. All right. Oh my god. 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 You okay? No. I'm fine.
It's in accordance with your ideals. In order to obtain something, you give up something of equal value.
Something of equal value must be lost.
Tell me.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Love them. I said I have soup waiting for me at home.
Ooh, what kind?
Soup. Chicken tortilla.
Nice.
Shit's good.
I do think it was smart, though, that I put Mustang on my maybe is Sasha alive list.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, I don't know, like, what would happen to, because, like, Mustang seems like, one, the decent person to rule, but also, like, I don't know who else would if it isn't him as of now.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I don't know, like, where the political stuff goes if it isn't him. That's
also,
why.
We have to recognize that Mustang is very young. Like, Mustang's younger than us, so age-wise.
I know, isn't he, like, not even 30?
He's not even 30, which makes me feel old as shit. So, like, I think that's...
I had a rough life before 30. I had committed a bunch of war crimes.
Mustang wouldn't even be able to run for United States president. Like, like, we have to consider the following.
All right. I guess his voice is so deep. It's like... He sounds like he's at least, like, in his 30s.
He does, and he acts like it, too. It's so... Ages in media are very interesting. Anyway, you ready?
Yes.